at Freddy's. The undeniable grandchild of mascot horror, the father of many people's childhoods, the one that started it all. My earliest memories of it were watching the FNAF 4 trailer in bed as it came out, and I just subconsciously knew the basic premise of the previous three games. For a long while, I couldn't pinpoint the reason why that was so, but then it finally hit me. These songs were a staple of what I listened to as music on YouTube, and they're honestly even more important to me than playthroughs from famous YouTubers. So now, I'll be going through my personal rankings of all the ones I could find. But before we get into the ranking, what does qualify as a FNAF 1 song? Well, obviously, if the video has FNAF 1 song in the title, it'll be included. But what if it's only called FNAF song, or it's a classic one like It's Me? Well, what made most sense to me was going based off the lyrics to see if they are mostly tied to FNAF 1, even if the video has some footage or animations based off other games, since this video is titled Songs. So I'll stick with that. Though if I do feel like it, I will mention different animations with the same song. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get right into it. And now, the worst song in all of FNAF song history, that is also a FNAF 1 song, is Still the Scariest Bear by Mando Pony. If you know, you know. But did you even know this song existed? I highly doubt and hope not, because this is just a pathetic ass way to try and nostalgia bait your audience back. There are songs I think are definitely more amateur and of lower quality production than this, but watching it just insults me way more. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting a new and original composition with your favorite quote, "And I'm still the bad guy," that literally just comes out of nowhere, along with the lyrics and title seeming just like a ripoff of Fandroid's song, where the first line is, "He's a scary bear." And what is this typo here? And you forgot a day here too? No, for every single chorus. It was 2023, come on! This is either auto-generated captions, or you're trying to cash in on FNAF nostalgia, where there were also grammatical errors in other songs. Literally, I think 10-year-old me could come up with these lyrics and the song would still be the same. I'm still the scariest bot, and I'm here to remind you, I will find you, grind you up, and that's the plot. Like, what? If you didn't fall asleep watching this miserable excuse of a FNAF song, then you'll most certainly forget a single thing that happened in it, because it is nothing! And if you wanted even more, then you're in luck, because Mando also released a similar song a month after. Hooray! I can't wait to get into it later! Sorry about that. Let's get on with it. Now, this is a tough one, because both it and the song after are the most representative of amateur songs back in the day, in my opinion. But at number 27, we have Open Up by Muse of Discord. A song released just a few days close to Living Tombstones, and you know it's pretty outdated when it sounds way better sped up at 1.25 times speed. So in this song, the janitor of Freddy Fazbear's stuffs the main vocalist inside of the suit. And he did the same to the other animatronics, presumably, because he said, "They want to kill me." And yeah, now they want to kill him in revenge. I mean, not a blatantly bad plot for a song, but these lyrics, man. The first line is, "When I was young, younger than now." And this restaurant apparently has a no frown sign, quote unquote. And some other lines don't even rhyme. At least I got some ironic enjoyment from this, so it's watchable, I guess. Unlike that stinking heap of garbage. Okay, moving on. Back to Mando as we have another nostalgia bait video. A simple job. But at least it has an actual video. Hooray! I don't really have anything else to say besides it has okay lyrics, I guess. It's better than Last Place. That's why I ranked it here. Let's just move on. I don't have all day. Number 25, we have a Vocaloid song by a man. Just wanna end. I'm not the biggest fan of Vocaloid, but I've heard a bit of it and this sounds pretty standard. It's about a girl with almost One Piece character proportions, simping over Freddy because, you know, anime trope stuff in a FNAF song. Wait, why is this even here? Let's continue already. There we go. An automated voice I can actually enjoy. Number 24. Number 24. A real Freddy Fazbear song by Fanjoid. Yeah, I know the lyrics aren't the best with "There's a monster underneath that hair when Freddy's made of fur and turn the lights out." But still, this is an okay experience. There's old internet memes sprinkled throughout, but that's not a bad thing. I can comfortably say this is better than all the lower ranked songs, so we must be having a good time ahead. And now, 23 and 22, we have a tie between, oh boy, two songs again by. Look, there's only one more song by Hidden Leader that counts in this video. Just bear with me, alright? They both have to do with the phone guy grappling with the horror of the animatronics a long while later, but in contrasting ways. One is filled with PTSD, and one longing to experience the adrenaline and fear while trapped facing the animatronics again. Both songs are decent, I guess, and a unique direction for a FNAF song, no doubt, but they kind of don't feel like FNAF songs, which is, I know, pretty abnormal. It's not in the Living Tombstone, oh man, I can actually relate to the lyrics kind of way because both of them directly mention Five Nights and ghosts and mechanization. I don't think that's really relatable, is it? Thankfully, it'll be a while before we get back to Mr. Mando. So let's get on with it. Up next at 21, Animatronics by Shadro. Finally, a simple animatronics want to kill you song. And they predicted FNAF movie eyes too. Dang. This one is basically a standard rock song. It's neat, but compared to the many other rock songs I will get into in the future, it seems kinda dull in comparison. Also considering this is the third ever FNAF song to come out, so you can't expect much from it, really. A minor nitpick I have is not the term animatronics, but the word gallows. Like, no one uses that word. All in all, alright song, but I'm glad to see things are starting to get better. Number 20, we have FNAF Rap Song by Cam Steady. My rap bias is coming in. The only FNAF song, I think, to come out at the end of Halloween season. And honestly, it's, it's pretty charming. The lyrics are simple, but at least flow well for an early 2010s rap. And Cam's delivery is cheesy, but I feel that's what makes the video a fun watch. If you haven't seen it yet, you should probably check it out, whether you're a FNAF fan or not, because that chorus kinda made me chuckle. I won't spoil it for you. Moving on. Number 19. Finally. A song with FNAF 1 in the title. Thank you, DA Games, for making my life easier. And it's the only one on this channel too. Nice. It seems to be a 5th year anniversary song for FNAF 1. Well, no, it's 1.5 months early. And it has really well known FNAF song figures like JT Music, Dan Bull, Non Existent Channel, and a British woman. Neat. So for this aggressive rap song starting with "Let Me Bite You," one of the rappers comes up with a word that doesn't exist and then bull rhymes sanctimony with matrimony, basically meaning marriage is part of the animatronics moral bullying of the night guard. I could go on and on about what doesn't make sense and how complicated words are just shoved in, but come on, who'd really enjoy that? Overall, a decent song, but it really feels as if DA Games is just seeing which word can rhyme with this one. Just watch the video and you'll know what I mean. It does feel like that in his other work sometimes, but really not as prevalent as in this. But at least it does go hard in the FNAF song though. Alright, now we'll get into the solid stuff. Starting with, at number 18, Foxy's Tale by Muse of Discord. I see FNAF 1 Foxy. Lyrics don't have anything to do with the other games. I choose for my ranking. As much as it seems like the singer is going to go off the beat with the slow and deep performance, he surprisingly doesn't. This is also great characterization for Foxy, especially with it feeling like a sea shanty. The thing is, that kind of makes it less replayable for me, sadly. The 6 minutes is definitely stretched out, and the lyrics almost have nothing to do with FNAF. So, I respect it, but it has to go pretty low. At number 17, we have Jaws by Aviators. This is basically just the template for other better Aviators songs to come. 4 minutes, still image that looks kind of cool, and a catchy chorus, except here it's not that catchy in comparison. I mean, it's alright, like, not that much to talk about. At number 16, we have One of Us by Night Cove the Fox. It's barely a spot above the previous song, and a new one I had to watch recently, again for this ranking. And similar to the previous song, I don't see a lot that's wrong with it, but it's just kinda bland. It does have a nice robotic feel, but that doesn't save it from being pretty boring. But if you roll with it, then I wouldn't blame you. I just find it like pretty monotonous. At number 15, we have Five Nights at Teddy Bear Nightmare by Rocket Music. Yeah, 6 minutes again, but it's actually 5 minutes because of the giveaway. And yeah, it's the only song here with a giveaway. You definitely feel the 5 minutes as you sit through it, but not really in like a painstakingly way. It's more like, okay, are we done yet? The song is also hella metal for FNAF 1, and I guess I won't minus points for that. But the stuff that really sticks to FNAF, yeah, they go higher. I will, however, minus points for Feature Me on the Big Screen Twitch stream. Oof. Solid song, but definitely with flaws. Number 14. Now, I think this is the ranking I'm the most on the fence about, since you can argue the instrumental is not competently mixed at all, and it brings the music down. But honestly, I think it's pretty charming as a really old FNAF song. Maybe it's just my nostalgia from the only time I heard it in one of those FNAF collab songs. Yeah, they existed. But for me, at least, it's a good listen. Probably carried by the singer's vocals, and the video is also something. I think it's okay for one time only. So if you ever want to recreate an old feeling FNAF song, please don't just move the screen slowly. Something I just wanted to mention. Another good one, moving on. At number 13, the only real FNAF 1 Golden Freddy song by Tryhard Ninja, Be Very Afraid. Well, it's, a pretty solid song. I mean, what will I say that will be different from what the comments said? Fittingly creepy song for Golden Freddy, but the skeleton like thing he does reminds me of VHS, which I'm not a big fan of. Moving on. At number 12, Again, sometimes a great song doesn't need hard, intense bass or complicated words. Just like Saul Goodman versus Gungo Stan, which is my favorite rap battle ever. Don't ask why I brought it up. And What We Do Is Wrong is a great example of that at number 12. It's short, complementing the simplicity, so it's a way more replayable watch for me. On the Fritz is honestly a nice pun on the idiom, and it's not cringe. Wow. Oh wait, this was made in 2021, that explains it. Oh, and Jeremy Fritz is the FNAF tune I got. Well, this fits good for Sparky Songs, who's from FNAF 1, so I'll take it. Go watch it if you haven't, it's neat. Moving on. And the one right before the top 10, Noticed by Mando Pony. If he's watching right now, I won't even give him the satisfaction of a 10th spot. Honestly, looking back on the most popular animation for it, it's not even that bad. The facial expressions look good, and they sync well with the words. So good job animated DGBX station. You got more views than Mr. Piece of Shit. Anyway, this is definitely too iconic of a song to not rank high, so it also pretty much is the original version of Let Me Through by CG5, as much as I don't want to admit that. And there aren't even any typos either, what the heck? The metal cover by Rain Music does though sound more in character for Foxy. It's worth a watch, and nice to see everyone collectively gang up on Mini Pony. Moving on. Now for the all-time great FNAF 1 songs. The cream of the crop, starting with, at number 10, Creeping Towards the Door by Fanjoid, because that's the name of the channel. See, I told you I don't deduct points for originality. Underrated? No, not really, come on. 12 million views is bigger than What's Up Next, for goodness sake. But ignored by me? Yeah, I guess so. I have no qualms with the lyrics. The voices are pretty much flawless, and this is just a bop. Wow. It might even grow with me over time because I only found this like last year. Though I think if another song similar to it comes out for some reason, it'll look weaker because it won't be unique then. Anyway, we can only go up from here. At number 9, we have They'll Find You. Again by Fantroid. Okay, I won't joke about it anymore. It's getting annoying. My parents once said this sounded like Indian music, and my mom doesn't like Indian, so I made sure to rank this high. I know lots of animations feature multiple FNAF games for this song, but I feel at its core, it is still a FNAF 1 song, especially the bear suit and refurbished fur part. There's nothing quite wrong with the lyrics, except Chica is thick from Reconstruction, which throws me off a bit. Really catchy song that I only ranked high because of my nostalgia. Moving on. At number 8, we have Five Long Nights by JT Machinima. Music. Is this one of the best FNAF songs ever? Nah, not really. That's why I have it here. But a good start is that the longer words actually make sense, but still rhyme really good. Every event at Freddy's no less than a massive catastrophe still rings so true today. It's not that this song is a bad listen, it's just the remastered version is genuinely so clean, which is not included in here as I said before. Usually I have a few minor problems here and there in remastered nerdcore songs, but here I've got nothing. This is just a cinema-like video with better music and easier to listen to lyrics, so it's kinda better for me to watch than the original. The original hook still is so iconic though, so I think this is an alright placement. Moving on. So I was tricked into believing this mainly had FNAF 1 footage a long while ago because of Matthew McKenna's reaction to it. But recently seeing Can You Survive by Rezion, it has other game footage, but The lyrics are undeniably FNAF 1. Okay, there's one reference to another game, but that's it. This chorus, honestly, it hits me in the feels, almost or even just as much as the Living Tombstones one does. It's honestly just so solid. The part after where they repeat, "Can you survive life?" is just okay though. They could have ended it there and pretty much the song would be the same. The lyrics are sadly not really quite memorable or unique, and coming here every night or 5 nights is kind of hand in and doesn't help. But dang it, that chorus, man, good shit. So great song. And number 6, we have JT Music with Back for Another Bite. At first watch when it came out, I wasn't that big a fan. I thought the references were a bit too many and in your face. But now, I'm a real sucker for it. Yeah, some phrases don't really make sense. The protagonist suddenly starts jamming out with Freddy all of a sudden, even though he was shown to be dangerous. But seeing the JT Music guy acting in real life for FNAF again just fills me with so much joy. And the first part with the quiet beat is, as the kids say nowadays, gas. The chorus is honestly really strong too, maybe just as much as Five Long Nights is one. And I still have "You Might Not See Me Coming" stuck in my head. And not many FNAF songs can do that. Looking back, the references aren't too forced and still work in the context of FNAF 1. Amazing song with a hype chorus, but there's still 5 more that we have to go through. I guess this dang fandom is too good at. Moving on. At number 5, hear me out. I know it's a parody, but it's still technically a FNAF song. I do what I want, alright? This parody of Sugar by Rocket Music, who I actually have heard songs from before Garden of Ban, is also the only mainly FNAF 1 song. It's also the only mainly FNAF 1 song they have made besides Teddy Bear Nightmare. Because they mostly just made Bandy and the Ink Machine versus FNAF rap battles for whatever reason. And this is hilarious, man. 90% of the lyrics are just "Freddy, please jump scare me," and the first line doesn't even make sense. "I'm bloody how?" Yeah, why and how did you get bloody? How are you still talking? Wouldn't you be already dead? Just for randomness, they also inserted their business email in the lyrics too. Like, these people must be genuinely fun to hang out with. Anyway, I guarantee you'll have a huge grin across your face watching this. It's so fun. And the lyrics, despite me making fun of them, they're still kind of clever. But it's this kind of partial cleverness that makes the song more charming. If it was just like really clever lyrics, then it wouldn't be that amazing. And that should be it. Wait, why does it only have that little views? Freaking Chica, a cringier song in every single way, gets 50 times more views. And I sadly have to probably see it in a FNAF 2 song ranking. Oh, whatever. I'm just glad I know this far better masterpiece exists. The most criminally underrated FNAF song ever, in my opinion. Okay, I'm sorry. If you want a review song, here's Lockdown by Shara X, because I almost forgot it. You can see it as a tie, I guess. So I don't know. Moving on. At number 4, we have really the only ever FNAF song to give charm to a cast of characters, who also have fun dynamics and unique voices. Stay Calm. The only other instances I can think of something similar is Showtime and Welcome to Freddy's with Chica and Freddy and freaking Docko and Scott, but you can tell me if I missed one. The description says it's supposed to be funny instead of dark like most FNAF songs. And well, yeah, I'd say you succeeded at that. Great job, Fandroid. The main voice, while being monotonous, works well as a contrast to the colorful caricatures of the band, and it makes for an entertaining watch, honestly, each time you come back. Overall, an old time classic. At number 3, we have It's Me by Try Hard Ninja. This is basically What We Do Is Wrong, with the generalized lyrics and all, but on steroids. With the hook being etched in the mind of whoever decides to watch it. Forever. Like, literally, you will never forget it. It's also a fitting vibe from the chaos that ensues in later nights of each game. Well, what else do you want me to say? It's the head banging, loud blasting, get up from your seat to start dancing. It's me. Oh, I guess there was a 10-year anniversary for it, but honestly, I just felt kind of empty watching it. Just like Try Hard Ninja's modern content. This song definitely proves autotune can work if you know what you're doing. And that goes for first place. And Can You Survive and Stay Calm by Grips. You know what I mean. Also, it proves I don't care about small ass details like eyebrows or guitar colors. It took me a minute to remember Bonnie had no eyebrows and that his guitar is red anyway. For me, I found that I really related to Bonnie the last couple of years in this song. No offense to the other guy relating to the announcer. Especially with his big ambitions while being trapped in a place he can't escape. Honestly, at time Honestly, as time passed, even more lines feel similar to my life. It's also the only FNAF song other than JT Music's to have the security guard talking to phone guy. Hmm. Fandroid has it all. Great underrated song overall, which I grew up with from the Enchanted Mob animation. Yeah, the good old days with FNAF songs, rewinding the whole video at the end. And moving on to number 1. At the very top of the list, we have, of course, Five Nights at Freddy's by the Living Tombstone. What, you thought I was gonna do a fake out? I would never disrespect the great big grandfather of all FNAF songs. Anyway, where do I even start? I remember being younger and not vibing much with it. Now, I know, I must have been really sick in the head back then. But only when FNAF song reactions were trending for a bit did I realize, hey, this song is quite a certified banger. The best part is, Yorf Landau, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, obviously would have never forethought a single song would get to be the main inspiration for pretty much 90% other FNAF songs, even today. Additionally, non-FNAF fans could hear this song at a random party and I don't think they wouldn't mind it being played. I guarantee at least one school from each country has had a class playing this on the last day of school. I also heard my original live being played at my local food center, and of course, why wouldn't an even more popular song be played at places like them too? It might as well be a global phenomenon by now. And we've reached the end. That was certainly a journey, alright? You can tell me if I missed any other FNAF 1 songs, even if it's got like 200 views or something, and I'll leave a reply on where I think it lands in the ranking. Overall, this was a interesting journey, as I had to also listen to FNAF songs I haven't heard before. I did have a rough start at first, but thankfully it did get better. After all, FNAF fandom is known for its songs, arguably the most popular out there. So yeah, I enjoyed it. And off the bat, I'm really sorry if you were expecting some sort of high quality, modern type of video essay editing and audio. I really can't afford any of that. I've also had the thought to like only use captions on CapCut to, you know, do the whole video, but I feel like that's just the easy way out, you know. It's not really that fun or challenging that way, and it feels disrespectful to this franchise that means so much to me, you know. So I'm just recording through my phone. But I'll leave a preview of me doing a cover of the FNAF 1 song by The Living Tombstone at the very end. And you can look forward to me releasing the full cover soon. And second to that is for people to enjoy it. So I hope this was at least watchable enough, even if it's not the best quality. And if any aspects seem rushed, I'm also really sorry for that. I'm dealing with depression, yeah, I know. Well, another furry FNAF YouTuber with depression, oh my god. A young teen with depression. But I really procrastinated to get this video out. I'm recording this like just 2 weeks before it comes out. So I hope you can understand. But any feedback is appreciated if you're still watching. And yeah, I love to see it in the comments. The main purpose of this video was not for like views or anything. I'm just really doing this because. So I think I'm done here. Wish me luck for the future if I ever decide to continue this series of ranking FNAF songs on the birthday of FNAF games. And yeah, I'll see you later. And now the preview of my cover of FNAF 1 Living Tombstone song.
We're waiting every night to finally moment invite newcomers to create hearts. For many years we've been all alone. When we start to lose the way, they lose sense of freedom since that day. An imposter took our lives away. Now we're starting to decay. And that day, no longer away. We're not ready to be engaged. We are all in presence, we are lost of control. And it wasn't too late when we're wrong. We know Find myself